fighter. When they welcome me, they say they were liberator. But when they need their man, they change their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they came their crown, they changed their mind. When they came their crown, they changed their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo.
Okay, so I'd like to say a pleasant good morning from the nation's capital here in Monrovia. And welcome to the June 27, 2025 edition of the program, Issues in the Society. All right, so folks, we sincerely apologize last Wednesday that we were unable, this gone Wednesday, we were not able to come on. That was due to some technical problem. But it is good that we are here today. I'm here with my team from the United States of America, Mr. Aliyu Mansale and Solomon Bakareves. Together, we are going to take you up to 12 o'clock this afternoon. So it is just very good to be here. Oh yeah, Liberia is all we have, no matter what we do. Yeah. And so for those of you who are following us via our various social media platforms, we are asking you to share the live video, invite other people to watch along with you, because today's edition of the show promises to be a great one, as it has been over the period of time. And so just send a text messages and tell where you are following us from, and also you can make your own contribution to the discussion we'll be having this morning. But very quickly, let me bring on my colleagues as they speak to you people. Yeah. So good morning, Tim. How are you people coming on?
Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Mama Labura. This Ali, glad to be home to all my Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. Juma Mubarak.
Thank you, Mr. Reeves. Are you there? Good morning, Chief.
Good morning, Conton. Good morning, Aliu. And good morning to our wonderful people of Mama Liberia. And not forgetting We Nation. It is a pleasure to be on so that we can discuss matters of importance regarding Mama Liberia.
Okay, that's good. I hope you people visited the WhatsApp chat room. I'm so sorry, I just have to do that late due to some issues. But if you haven't, you can just visit the chat room and so that you can see what I sent earlier on this morning. All right, so that is very important. Okay, Venetia's Junior Bar is following us, and David Tueto says, good morning, Stephen Compton. This is David T. Toll. I'm following from New Crew Town, Trowen community. All right, so that's good. You can also do the same as well. Just send in your text message and tell us exactly where you are following us from. the messages will be read here on the platform. So it is just very important. So before we go into our discussion points this morning, is there any other thing you people would like to say? Probably to our people. This gone Wednesday, we're not on. I just apologize today anyway.
So far, so good. That's just it. We sincerely apologize to our listening audience and followers that we were unable to come on that day due to some technical issues. But so far, so good. Or whatsoever in the chat room, it's okay for me for a point of discussion this morning.
Okay, all right, that's fine, Mr. Reeves. I'm sure you have seen it already, so that's already good.
Oh yeah, actually, I agree with you guys. So that's it.
Solomon, what happened last night? I didn't see you.
Where?
Nighttime spin.
Oh, nighttime spin is not reliable.
Yes, that's why this time I go to work. Sometimes when you see I can be on the show, I'm not home because they are not reliable. Sometimes you take your time to sit home and they don't come home. Every hour here is money. I can just sit home, be looking at children causing noise in my ear. Yes,
Yeah, but
yes.
I know when they'll can be reliable. But
We this one time.
yeah, so I was also, you know what? Let me just forget. We got 2 days in a row, man. Wasted my time. All that stuff.
All right,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
No, I say we are here. We're ready.
Okay, so that's good. Now today we will be looking at a lot of issues, and among those issues has to do with the incident that happened yesterday, where we saw some former government officials were arrested by this government. So yesterday, in the morning hour, we saw former Foreign Affairs Minister Dimasre Kimia, Mary Broad, and others were arrested yesterday over an alleged embezzlement of 29,412 bags of rice meant for 88,236 Liberians donated by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on the 4th of April 2023. That was the time that particular rice in question was sent to Liberia, and to be distributed among some Liberians. And so the government, I have the communication here. I think I share it with Mr. Masale. Actually, because of the sake of time, we are not going to go through that whole long stuff because it is a long piece of communication. But we will actually talk about that in our discussion. And so the LSCC said they have done some bit of investigation and they have come up with some findings that the rice that was sent to the country was not used for its intended purpose. And those people in question, took the rice for their own benefit. So owing to that, they were able to take action against them on yesterday by arresting them. Now, let us get this clear. We have championed the issue that has to do with corruption on this platform. So we will not back anybody who is caught in the web of corruption. No. We have also championed the issue of injustice. So anyone who carries out such an act, we will not be able to back the person. No. Because if any government official, if anyone does that, it means that that particular thing they have done will have an effect, not only on the country, but on its people. So we will not, put anybody under the canopy or shoot them under the canopy when they are found guilty of any corrupt act. No, we will not do that. But now here is the issue. Yesterday's incident, before I bring all my colleagues, Yesterday's incident, the manner and form in which the state securities handle those people, those former government officials, it is alarming. Do you know that it was later on I got to know that Madam Mary Bro was at the residence of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf from the constitutional lawyer, because she spoke yesterday. Pierre Brown Bull, she spoke yesterday, at the court or something, when she made that clear that those state security officers allegedly entered the residence of the former president to arrest Mary Bro while she was naked without any remorse. And now here is the thing. We said this thing over and over, that President Joseph Boakai is here to fight back. No? You get that clear? The president is here to fight back. So if he sees that anyone is connected to anybody, who one way or the other, he sees as an enemy, he goes after that particular person. The president knew that Madam Bro was at the residence of the former president. That was the reason why he sent the state security there. And information we have gathered regarding their acts yesterday, we have gathered information that it even, led to the former president going off. We all know Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf to be a very strong woman. She had been a very strong woman. But looking at her age at this time, with that kind of atmosphere, state security officer bouncing in her compound, carry on that particular ad, it led her to go off yesterday. And that which is not good. And look at the issue of D. Mazra Kimia. The president says he took all power over the time he had been fighting D. Mazra Kimia. Area linked to Sierra Leone and other things. You people know about that. Just gone time, he was able to empower some women, some Liberian women. He had a program. And so the government see this thing to be a threat to them. That when one is trying to get political influence, they will do everything possible to bring that person down. We are not saying that what they have done allegedly is something good. No. But a manner in which the action was taken yesterday, that this government, they have the tendency that the moment the LSCC, that I'm more sure that's very, very selective in her workings. I'm more sure that she's being controlled by the executive, as the executive have been controlled by the House of Representatives. It's carry on this kind of thing to target people. That if anybody who is trying to get relevance, they will bring that particular person down. So, in a wake of that, the moment the LSCC come up with anything, the first thing Boakai will tell Gregory Coleman is that go and arrest that person, carry them to Saw Beach, carry them to the Monrovia Central Prison. There where those people will be carried. It happened in the case of the former speaker and the rest of the lawmakers. We saw it here. That we will be able to jail those people. That the Liberian people will see them, somehow irrelevant. No, I asked myself a question this morning. I was talking to one of my bosses here, Mr. Andrews. Just he and I were just having a conversation this morning. And I was asking a question. When did the former, President Boakai, the former vice president, the former agriculture minister, during the Dole regime, when did he got to know, or did he get to know about rest being so important to the Liberian people? When Honor Hewash as agriculture minister, when the Liberian Rail project was given to him and mismanaged it, When did he get to know? When did President Boyka get to know that this kind of opportunity are good for the Liberian people? When he served as vice president for 12 years under former President Ely Johnson Sirleaf. And the only thing he could have done was to come out to the Liberian people and tell them that they misuse those opportunities. When?
Where are the machines that are parking in Lofa
County?
County?
Those green machines that are parking in Lofa County that were being used to deliver this country. That even at this time, Liberia were being one of the countries in the world or in the sub-region here to be sending out sending rest out to other countries under his watch. All these opportunities were misused. It is today President Joseph Boyka knows the importance of rice and he wants to disgrace people publicly. But again, you know, we are getting there. As my boss man, the council has always said, we are getting there. And we're sure to get there. The president, this government is not doing this to fight corruption. No. They are not doing this to fight corruption. If President Boyka is so serious about corruption, then people like Grace Smith should not be in office. There should be questioned about the inauguration money. People like Enter Miata family, they should face the full weight of the law. If Boyka is so sincere about corruption, people like the Sekou Dukle shouldn't be sitting at the Freeport. Other government officials around here who are being suspended, and there is nothing coming out of it. They are passing around. If you're really serious about the fight against corruption, but he will go after people who he thinks that they are threat to their unity party in 2029. People he thinks that they align with people he sees as an enemy. So these are things he's doing. These are things he's doing. That's the reason why he getting those people locked up. Where there are times those people could even go to court. He delayed court process so that he can go to Sobi. But again, I will stop here. Let me bring on my colleagues. Mr. Masale, you can come in. After you, then Mr. Reeves comes in. Then we hear from our people.
Stephen, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, thank God. Today is Friday. Oh my God. Yes, today issue there. Or Stephen, I think you have said it all. You know, Liberia, I always say we for a better country. Liberia is all we have. And no matter what it is, our political differences. As for me sitting here, I always pray for my country, and I pray for Joseph Boyka to succeed. When this government succeed, we the Liberia people succeed. When the government fail, we the Liberia people fail. But if you look at years to be added to your age, and you get not, if you are going backwards, we all will fail. Even though I want him to be your one-term president, as Senator Snow said, well, I'll still want him to succeed for the best interest of our country. But Stephen, this whole thing, I think you just said it all. President Boyka, first of all, this government came with the arrest agenda, talk about transparency, fighting corruption, and all of these things, which is very good. Like I said, and I will always say it, when President Boyka came to power and he decided to go after the previous administration or people who were in position, they talk about corruption allegation on them, and he decided to go after these people. I was very, very happy because of that. For me, I don't care, because I supported CDC, so when they come to power, they should come and rip the country off, and then they go free. No, I'm not going to support that. I don't subscribe to that nonsense. That's not why you were elected for. That's not why you were appointed for. I don't have time for that. Liberia is all we have. So when you are called to serve with all your heart and do what you were called to do. Like for here, Solomon, you know, you apply for a job, they give you your job offer letter, you look at it, okay, yes, we are going to pay you $25 an hour, we get full 01k plan, we get medical, everything. You say that, you look at it, Look at how much will be your salary. You look at all your expenditure. If you think you can make it, you sign your offer and you start a job. If you feel you can make it, you leave it. So if you are called to serve as a minister, as a director, or whosoever, you know the salary there. If you feel your expenditure is more than your income, you can leave the job, but not to come there and steal. No, I'm not going to support that nonsense. So when President Bwakaki started going after people, that was a good thing that I was really happy of. But unfortunately, this government, the moment they took power, and they started with corruption. Before President Bwaka could get in power, Sylvester Grisman went to $500,500 for NASCOP. Nothing was done about it. I found that my mother-in-law, the inauguration morning, today, nothing had been done. When they made it, they are so-called Ruto Tape, another criminal, nothing was done. There were all corruption allegations. You, Joseph Bwaka, you say you were living on the moment you became president. When I think explosion happened to Bon County or at least something around there, when you donated, I don't know how many 100 bags of rice and 50,000. When Yeke Koluba asked, where did you get the money from? You just say you were living on, you just came to the presidency. This is where the problem came between they and Yeke. Today they call him crazy man. So the moment you said you came in, corruption started in your government, even before being inaugurated. So Sylvester Grisman, all of these people today, there are corruption allegations on them, and they are walking free. You taking no action on them. You see, the issue about Amin Bonda. You see, Amin Bonda, he resigned, he went, no investigation. The LRA boss, the issue about Amin Bonda buying a car, every one of them were into that issue. That money business. Today, until Dofo Jala or what the LRA boss, he did nothing have been done. And Triple RC or legends, all of these people, there are corruption allegation on them. You have not called them, you have not suspended them, you even say self-complete for them to arrest them, to carry them to criminal custody because there are corruption allegation on them, to take them to Saw Beach, nothing like that. The moment they talk about corruption, when it comes to past government officials or people who are not part of the Unity Party, Joseph Bwaka immediately he take decisive action on them. Even if you align with him doing, maybe you supported him during the runoff election, immediately he goes after you. But when it comes to his people, he don't do anything. He will sit and wait for LACC to carry on that investigation, all the due process, and come up with funding before he go ahead and suspend you. And that's being selective. If you want to fight corruption, you have to do it holistically. For me, I don't have problem with it. As I said, this is something that will set precedent for any other government. That when Aliyu Masalika as director, I should focus, because when I be thinking Stevie is in Saw Beach because he was here as director and what he did, I will act accordingly. I work with passion, and I think my salary should be okay for me. But because you see, everybody want to work in government. Why? Because there are so many loopholes. They see that they can steal. That's why everybody focuses to work in government. So when people come to say they steal, they should be prosecuted. I'm not going to say no to President Bwaka. But if you are doing it holistically, not selectively, every day, this is the only way our country is going to be a better place. Just Rezo, you went yesterday, Mary Bro, Maswe Kimia, this and that. You took them to criminal custody in less than an hour to Saw Beach. You see, even sending these people, where will they go? Where Maswe Kimia get to go in our country? Where Mary Bro get to, and the rest of the other people that you go to take them to Saw Beach? You see, these people could be right over there, and then you call them, they come, and then you see why you can discuss. The people get nowhere to go. But this government, this is a government of revenge. Everything is about showmanship. Everything is about revenge. We said it and we'll make sure we do it. Like, because Samuel Tuwe was not called from the airport to be dragged to Saw Beach, people lose their job because of that. Is that the kind of government we want to see? And when you say this is a vision, people say no, it's not a vision. If you say this is selective, people say no, it's not selective. But sit, where is where a woman today, Emma Nite Glasgow? Asian. She has been suspended just on allegation.
And she have cried over the period of time, calling on the LACC, to call and investigate her.
The other woman from Nukaswa Koko, just allegation, have been suspended. Those people for position, just allegation. So why about like those people now, MCSS, LACC came with a report. Today they are passing around. Why can't they go to court and send to be sent to sub BJ? Other people, it was just allegation, but these other people, LACC, carry on the investigation for LTA boss. 11 months they took to carry on that investigation. MCSS up to a year plus. But then, is that not being selective? This is the problem I get, and this is where me and the other people we can get along, because you can tell me this is not selective. You can tell me this is transparency. You can tell me this is not witch hunt. No, it as witch hunt, I see it as being selective. This government, if they want, even for me, members, they know me. Everything that I do, I start to set precedent in my house. My sister, may also rest in peace. When I came to America, I told people, this is the time between you people and I. Call me by this time, we can have any kind of discussion. At this time, I'm at work. At this time, I'm in bed. But my sister never used to listen. She call me anyhow she feel at any time. When you talk, oh, I'm here for recording. I said, no, but you can't continue to do this. When you talk, I black my sister for 3 months. I black for 3 months. I said, you can't do that to me. My own sister, I'm the last big sister, may also rest in peace. So after that, my sister, she followed my room. So when other people, oh, your brother black me, she can yell and say, if he can do it to me, who he can do it to?
That's precedent.
When I was senior student, my own fiancée, she was in the habit of cursing us in class every now and then. Just imagine the month of March, the way the sun can be hot. I gave that one portion in the agricultural garden we had. Every day she in her son bending down the hooking grass under the cassava thing. From that day, when they say, oh, not even this, we carry it to Masale, you will see that person will be begging. Because I started with my own fiancé. So for that reason, anybody you cursing us in class when they say Masale, that person, when you drop needle in that class, you will hear the sound. So President Baka, if you want to fight corruption, the moment your government took over, your people started, you want to start from them right there. Then people know that, oh yes, they prepare he meant for well.
Oh yes?
There are people, corruption allegation been on them since 2 months of your government. They are there passing free. Is that the corruption you came to fight? So for me, I just see it as, and yesterday I told you I got an intel when I was to work, and I told you about it. Today is wild everywhere. The former first lady coming after her. Okay, Claire Marie Weir. So they have police there when enter Manasedi compound. You will see police going to George Weah compound to have a weapon arrested. And Joseph Baka, even George Weah, you shouldn't be surprised in our country, they were having arrested. All the political leaders that now start speaking against the government. And you see Julia Howard Taylor, she in the red saga. They will go for her. You shouldn't be surprised the day they arrest Musa Bedete. You see, they will do everything to get to Alexander Kumi to one way or the other. This government want to make sure the opposition, they are going to make them to look unpopular. They make them to look at nothing in the face of Liberian people.
Oh yes.
And they are not focusing on governance. All their attention is on 2029 election. All they are focusing on. And these are the people that want to stay against us. Let me to look like nothing in the face of the Liberian people. Josh Weah, they will come after you. They said it during that campaign, and even when I went, they said they drag you to Laco, they carry you to South Beach. All they know, they did it, they said it, and they did it. So you shouldn't be surprised in our country. So for me, President Boakai, I will support you 100% in fighting corruption if only you are doing it holistically and not wishing and not selectively. But when this is informed a manner in which you think you can do it, no. I see this government, they just like a revenge. They want to carry on, get rid of opposition, political leader. They already dressed as a Kimia. They come and carry Julia Howard Taylor, and the days go on. So far, so good. That's all.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Aliyu Masale. Let's now cross over to Mr. Reeves. Yeah, so Mr. Reeves, go ahead, Chief.
Well, thank you very much, guys. We have to understand how government functions.
Mhm.
Yes, it is true. It appears that they are doing selective uh, in fighting corruption. It appears that way,
Mm.
but equally so, we don't know the agenda. Whatever case they prioritize here in the United States, not because they arrest you today, your case will be number one or number two to be heard or to be tried. It's not like that. So I understand uh, where we're coming from, the way we think government should run. That's how we are talking. But government doesn't run that way. Uh, if we are fighting corruption, we fight corruption holistically, but you have your agenda. Which case is priority one, or which case is maybe the fifth priority? We have to take all of those things into consideration. And when we take all of these things into consideration, then government will do the work it's supposed to have been done. Look, the same thing that going on in Liberia, it has happened here and it is happening here. Um, and other people, even my Democrat friends, they were saying, no, the government has to do their work like that when they started targeting Donald Trump or Donald Trump supporter, other people that are working Donald Trump government. And people, including Liberians, they were hailing that. And we say, no, the government has to do their work. The government can start wherever they want to start from. The same thing in Liberia. If if President Boakai uh, his administration decides to say, look, um, we will start with the rice issue because whoever is doing this, we know that rice issue brought civil unrest, and a lot of people got hurt. Some people got killed in the event. So for a company or some individuals or humanitarian group to send certain money, I mean, certain bag of rice to the country for a national disaster. And if the government decides to use it, or those in power decide to use it, whatever way they choose to use, uh, and I want to make sure whether the money was used for that purpose. When talking about disaster, national disaster, natural disaster, since 2023, there has been no natural disaster. Since 2024, there has been no natural disaster. Since 2025, there has been no natural disaster. So if the rice was meant for a natural disaster, then the rights will be there until we have natural disaster, and we all know what natural disasters are. So if that is the case, then the rights supposed to be there. And if the rights is not there because people use it for whatever purpose, whether give it to a vulnerable community, then they will come to court and say, look, of course we said natural disaster, but there was no natural disaster, so we deem it necessary to give it to certain people at certain time in certain location. They will
Mm.
be able to clarify that. The problem that I see is
Mm.
that unless again I can't come to that conclusion. If South Beach was meant for any kind of investigation, you put a person in jail, then that is wrong because before you send the person to those kind of institutions, such as such be, they're supposed to go to some police depot or keep them somewhere until they go through trial. Once they go through trial and they are guilty, then you send them into that confinement
Mm.
because that is the only national confinement of state prison that we have for serious crimes. And now when somebody is being accused, we just put them to sub once a case is investigated and the person is guilty, then of course that can be done. So I don't support the government of sending people uh, to establish because they are accused. So this is a situation. The only way we'll be able to fight corruption when then we start practicalizing it. When Mananseli came in power, he said corruption was number one enemy, and nothing was done. Not even somebody who invested money or stole money or committed corruption was taken to court. When President Weah came in, the same thing, this going to be our number one, we're going to fight corruption and what have you. There was no arrest for any corruption and what have you. So there got to be a starting. So if this president is having a start for this, of course, we don't want for it to appear as if it is a witch hunt. And again, we don't control government ruling. Yes, of course, we have a public opinion, but we don't do that. Okay, so we let government take its course if we want to be balanced. But when they be doing it to the other group, then you're happy, and when they're doing it to the other group, you're not happy. We'll not be able to make sure that we fight corruption. The way in which the government is attacking, I mean, attending to this, it is not in the rightful place for the simple fact that, in my opinion, uh, if you are fighting corruption, then you should fight it all the way and should let the public know. But you don't keep some things to yourself and then you carry people to self-beach. Self-beach is not a place for somebody who is accused. The person has not gone through a trial for the person to be guilty. Then you send the person to self-beach. That is not wrong. I think the government needs to find a different way of doing that. Yes, we may see from inauguration money that the government has not persecuted anybody yet. Of course, we don't know whether they have it on their docket for this to be done, or maybe the LACC or GACC, whatever they call it, those that are in the corruption investigation team. We don't know whether when they're going to complete their cases and all the other cases that were completed and sent to President Riyad Dex during his tenure, he didn't do anything about it. So if the people complete their own stuff and send it, then of course, if the president decides to do something about it, then it is how you start. So we have to all look at it from a different angle. When President Weah came to power, most of the people that was working in military, and I will speak specifically about the gender ministry, when they came, instead of doing turnover note to see how things were running here, how things were done, what are the different things here, they didn't do that. They went there and said, well, it is about the time you guys need to get out. And when those people are trying to get out, they change some of the locks, they change some of the stuff, and threw the people out. So those people did not give them any kind of report to the real government to go through these people and see what happened from this end to this end. It was not done that way. So if this government is coming to do it the other way, so that we can have a better way of looking at corruption, we need to do that. Of course, it appears that they are attacking a solution, but the government plan is to start with the immediate government, and then they end up to their own. In other words, the immediate government is the Weah administration. So of course, people that in Weah's administration, they will bring them for questioning and what have you. So it's going to be going that way. And then those of us who know that these current cases, they are to some of them, they are to the anti-corruption people and what have you. Once they complete it and the president and this government does not do that, then we know that it has been targeted. But it appears that way. We cannot say because Joseph Boakai was vice president, so it's go back to 2012 to take it from them who are in corruption, who are not in corruption. It was President Weah's responsibility to get those that were in the 12-year thing that we're talking about, which is the Eddie Boakai administration, to call them and then investigate them or whatever they were doing. And so forth, so forth. It was not done. They left it like that. Why? Because no previous government, they have not done that. So there got to be a start for something. We have to give chance to the rule of law, even though it appears that this government does not believe in the rule of law. Let them do what it's supposed to do, and we'll be holding them accountable if the right thing is not done after dealing with this other person, and we don't see any other thing going on. And of course, we should know that uh, the government, they want to prove that nobody will speak against this government, and by doing that, they arm the the police and all those stuff. And to me, in my opinion, as I said, those police officers, those one that can go and just burst into the former president compound where Madam Bro was residing, or to go to the other person's house early in the morning and then just to arrest them and do that. Liberians will not do that. I think most of the police officers that are doing that, they are not typical Liberian that know, especially from Mayor Brewer, to
Yeah,
just
yeah,
go there
yeah,
and then
yeah.
they all like that. So
Mhm. But
yeah,
if that's the case, let us take that to be a truth that probably those people who normally do that, they are not Liberians,
I'm
but they are taking order from a police RG who is a Liberian. That's the fact.
well, this is what we say.
Mhm,
Again, this
mhm,
government, they say from the beginning that they are not going to take any nonsense from anybody. And for that reason, they had to be very, very, very vigorous in whatever they do. Okay. So that's what they are doing. So now it is left with us. If whatever they are doing, if it is outside of the law, then we cry out. But the way we are doing it, we're doing it like CDC and Unity Party. Then the
mhm,
Liberian people will not see that exactly what the government is doing. Government is doing the right thing, but CDC is disgruntled and CDC is talking that way. Anytime anybody wants to bring up a protest, they either come from a CDC hierarchy or so. Um, the same thing when President Weah was in power, there were
mhm,
other people who may have affiliated with other political parties, but they were doing it as citizens doing that. But today, you speak about the stuff, the way in which it is being presented, make the Liberian people to know that, oh, well, because the other people, they are not in power, that's why they're doing the way they're doing it. If we're to balance it so that the Liberian people will see like what Bwaka is doing. I told you people, I'm from the Unity Party. I told
mhm,
you people that President Joseph Bwaka, when he was vice president, he does not know how to find solution to problem. And because he does not know how to find solution to problem, he leave everything with the people for them to do it. And those other people who hate the President Weah and President Weah supporter, they will do it his way and he will not say anything. Look, what the president is doing, have in mind that the United States government has said they're going to have visa restriction on government officials, or
mhm,
visa restriction or ban visa uh, uh, to Liberia or Liberians. So they have to make their act correct. So they are thinking that when they talk about when they say they're fighting corruption and doing it the way they're doing it, they're thinking in their thinking that um, they are doing what is right because President Weah did not suspend anybody without pay or with pay. President in his administration, this man came, he doing all those stuff, and all of these time President Weah was in power. They didn't do any of these things. They never even changed anybody from the government or what have you. So when we come, we do all of this stuff so that we can take the action on the way. President Bwaka said we are going to fight, make sure that we have economic crime court and war crime court in Liberia. Where is that today? Because it is not popular. Economic crime court, war crime court, it does not take even 2, 3 years, 4 years, or even the time that he's talking about. So he put that away. And the next thing, because in Liberia, if they say corruption, then the Liberian people, they will take side. Once they say, oh, the person fighting corruption, when the United States government saying that they're going to sanction some government official for corruption, whether they understand it, well, as long as the word corruption is there, you will see them happy. It will give some relevance to the administration. And this is what the president is doing, even though he want to use the name of fighting corruption, but the way in which they're doing it,
Okay.
It is not. It's not right. You
All
don't
right.
send somebody to South Beach without them being guilty and
And,
charged.
and that's our argument. I think from the onset of the show, I made mention of that we are not condemning this government for going after people who have allegedly, stolen state resources or embezzled state resources. But the manner in which it's being done is what we are talking about, is what we are condemning. Like Mr. Masale said, I love what you said. At times we disagreed, it is just very good. But as Mr. Masale stated earlier on, the issue of the fight against corruption, it should be holistic, not selective. And if you want to prove to people that you are serious for this particular thing, like we came up as African children. I grew up in the interior, and we went on a training. And so for my father to go out there to train another person's child, to say, no, why you there? You shouldn't have done it. He must have first done that to his own child or children at home. We have cried over and over. We have flagged this issue about corruption, not only in the government, but in the president's office. People who are around him, who he sees on a daily basis, and he knows about that.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
So,
but
so
what I was saying is
mhm,
the thing that is going on, it is
mhm,
not something that is just happening, selective justice or whatsoever been going on. All
mm,
of the Liberians, the common Liberians, when they arrest them for stealing chicken or stealing somebody old a piece of zinc and all this, they do that. It's just because they're taking government official to service because it has been selective the way we bring people to justice.
mm,
Somebody who steals somebody chicken, government is harsh on our president, then government official that invest in the people's future, that
mm,
destroy the people's future, and then
mm,
we want to defend them in that way. We should defend every aspect of judgment of
mm.
any kind of court system that is in a country.
Okay.
If the people send money or they send food to the people that need it, and that food was not given to the people that need it, then where did the food go? We
Mm,
have to make sure that we understand it. The person in charge of the natural disaster or something relief, something, the person in charge of the food coming into the country will receive it, and those if the food was not given to the rightful people, then it is the responsibility of the government to bring to us what happened to the food that was given to
okay.
these poor people.
Okay.
And that's what we're thinking about. But we keep hearing, this man, that former minister, they were
Mm,
that former minister, and all of those. We all been saying that all the ministers, they are crooks. They've been
oh,
robbing the Nigerian people, all the other people. So we need to balance it.
thank you.
yeah,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Solomon, you
Yeah.
said,
Mhm,
yeah, Solomon, you said something about the president know where to start from, and for me, those people who will always say if President Baka want to fight corruption, he should start from Madam Sedi time. I don't agree with them. We, the sedition, we campaign heavily. There was corruption in the previous administration, which was Madam Sedi administration. And when we took power, it was our responsibility to prosecute people that we said they were corrupt. So, if President Baka said that the CDC government were corrupt and they came to power, they are going to deal with CDC officials. Okay, but the only thing, the way in which it is being done, and like you said, the president know where to start from, even though some of the people there are corruption allegation on them, but maybe these cases are there, and the one that is on board, he decided to start with them, and maybe he will end with his own. I agree with you. That's your opinion. But for me, in my right mind, President Wakai, even those cases, yes, maybe he will leave some of his people there till he leave power. But right now, he will go after most people from the previous administration. Like now, I see people talking, baby, bro, working in the government, and the president went after him. Like I think Mr. Sawyer, I know Yeshi too, the
mm,
former She too, I saw yesterday she had been in Saw Beach. For me, I would say this government, you work with them and you always come here in some of these things and are waiting to see for them to prove you wrong. But this government, they try to do some revenge, or they try to do some selective justice and things. Like you said, or people always talk about selective justice. It's the same thing people always talk about corruption. And so fighting corruption, it is a good thing. I always say we sit in this country today, our children get good health care, they get good education, all of these things. Liberia, even if we can get 100%, well, I think we can get 35 to 40% of some of these facilities that we are getting here. How can we get this facility in our country? Is to fight corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the only way. Since I entered this country, I don't know about other states. The only thing I buy for my children in this country is their feet where to go to school and their uniform. When it comes to capital books, bears, no, I never. And Liberia can do the same thing. My children go to school, they eat. I never want they think about children recess. They put them in the car, I carry them. Everything is there for them. Even school are closed. Yes, even when school closed, I don't know about other states. I thought President Trump was going to call it up. When he continue, school closed, my children home, the government stay feeding them. They send their card that activate, they put their money there for their food till they can resume. Even they going to summer school. You see, Liberia, we can do the same thing. Our children go to school in the country, no food in the morning, parents looking for a donut to buy. Myself, when I was back home in the morning, my woman had to buy calama, she had to buy donut for children to eat before they go to school. Then she worry when they come for school what they will eat. Liberia, the government can do the same thing. Provide food in the school for the children. Parents don't have to be worrying what your child will eat when they go to school. All of these things, we can do the same thing. Our children can sit down and learn under a good atmosphere, not on a leaky roof until you sitting in class, no door, you look like everything. The same thing can happen in Liberia. How can this happen? It's to fight corruption.
Thank you.
It's to fight corruption. So President Baka get problem. The only problem I get when you are not doing a holistic day, this is the problem we are get. Because why?
Of course, yes.
As my country, I feel to myself, and I know very, very well some of those benefits we are getting here, more especially for children, education, healthcare, I know to myself, we can get it in Liberia if and only if we able to fight corruption, even though you cannot get rid of, even in America, we say corruption is there. But you will not just see it like that. The way Liberia, we can do our own, they steal the money, they wrap it in our faces. I stand with President Baka into this if and only if is being done holistically, not selectively, not.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that's the best way to do it, so that it will not appear that he.
Mr. Reeves, are you there? Mr. Reeves? Okay, all right, so that's good. And I think it is time now to hear from our people out there. You can have your say on these issues we just talked about on 0772239933, 0886304497, or 0777980375. Now, before I activate the telephone lines, let me say this, all right? You know, if you call, you walk away from your monitor. If anybody calls here and you have a feedback, I'm going to cut you off, because whenever the feedback comes in, you fed our ears here. Seriously. So when you call, just walk away from your monitor. Walk away from your monitor, okay? Walk away from your monitor, then we get you on. And when other people call, stop attacking them. Stop attacking other people, all right? If somebody says something here, you just have to disagree with them, and you provide your own thing that you think that it is right to what the person said. So stop attacking people.
And these are some of the things, Stephen, in the country. And this is why I get problem with. Like all those facilities, yeah, because we are working and we are paying taxes. So this is why the taxes we pay, we get the benefit. Our children enjoy, and sometimes we enjoy some. But Liberia, our people are working, they are paying taxes, and nothing they can see. All the taxes they pay in the country, government enjoy it. And how do they enjoy these taxes that people are paying? Huge salary, corruption. That's what they're doing. Liberian taxpayers are not even seeing the taxes they are paying, what impact it is making on their life. They are not seeing it. Because
Okay.
bunch of government officials that when they come to steal, to enrich themselves. So
All right.
they minimize some of these things for our people to see the impact of the taxes they are paying is to fight corruption.
Thank you, Mr. Masale. Let's go to the telephone lines down 0772239933. 08 it says 304497 or 0777980375. This person. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. You are live. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I'm Coco from Cowell.
Go ahead, Chief.
See, I don't know what schedule is you're discussing or what's on your mind.
No, it is not what is on your mind. We are discussing the incident that happened yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
regarding
the issue about it is that this is heading for something that this is no. Ourselves, brother, for ourselves, we take devil for the blame, bring it in a city, and say they will be leader for us. So that it will go into at the moment. Seriously.
Mm.
And we'll go to the place, we don't know. 20 July 17th. I don't know.
Okay, Coco, I'm not ready to get to you clear. Let's get this other person. I wish you can change your location and call back this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning. You have a minute. Go ahead, quick.
Yeah, I'm from calling from Swimaka.
Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, the fuck corruption is not a bad thing. But the way in which the government is doing there is not a rightful way.
Okay, all right. So it is not a rightful way. Let's get this other person. Good morning. I can continue with you. Let's get this from this end. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, go
Good
ahead.
morning.
You are live. Go
Yes,
ahead.
good morning. See, my name is Levi Stanley. I'm calling from Chicago, Patrick.
Leave I go.
Well, thank you for your talking point. You know, I'm listening to what happened yesterday. But the issue is that even the I call it the chairman for the Department of Corruption, I call him Krabapin, eh?
Mm-hmm.
It is election too that his hair is in a cookie jar.
Okay.
Yes, that's the stuff. So if the owner is serious, then he need to replace Clark Martin because Clark Martin was accused by a former worker who were working on him. The guy from Freedom Fighter, I call him.
Emmanuel
All of
Gombo.
them, yeah, Sanko accused him. So he said he need to recuse himself on the process to make it transparent.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's get this other person. Good morning.
Good morning, Congo. How are you, brother?
Good morning.
Yeah, let me say hi to Masari and Reed in the US. This is Etmoka, the visually impaired guy. I keep it to the fire to deliver.
Okay.
You know, I'm laughing when we nation say, oh, there had not been a disaster, maybe there had not been a disaster. You know, our country, our own disaster is when the rainfall, the flood take over the people whom the disaster management team had to go there and carry rice, carry mattresses, and all that kind of stuff. Because I can remember during personal we after there was a serious flood at RIA Road. Okay, even that day, people could not travel. ASL were helping us to cross, and because of that flood, people lost their home, mattresses, and things. And said that while the construction of that road was very important by President Weah. Okay, saying that we're not hearing that. And then also you have the disaster and vulnerable group. Okay, if you go back to the video, the turning over ceremony, you will see a vulnerable. What a vulnerable group, the visually impaired, the disabled community. If you look at the 16% that they are inviting, Guru 77, one of the directors for Guru 77 is part of the 16% they want to arrest. Okay, yeah, because during personal we have time, continuously 26th Christmas time, the records are there. There was a huge distribution of rights to the disabled community. So if you see they're not inviting people, going to go arrest people from the disabled community, so that means some of the rights they are talking about, these are the places that some of the right wing. And it's there. Okay, vulnerable group and disaster in the country. So if the right will be given to disabled people, you are not inviting somebody from the disabled community to come and arrest them to tell you how the rights for you, then that means they're going to come for all because what I mean, I got somebody, I didn't get it through the disabled community, I got it from my bro. And that is my frustration. We agree that we should fight corruption. But when you do it the right way, so that there will not be other people will be thinking that you are trying to counter our opposition. Don't look at Mayor Bro. Mayor Bro has put to people every second. So this is why people always say forward to places to be able to straighten things. You're going forward with two pickup field of armed police. Who Mayor Bro?
And the manner in which are the former president's resident.
We are the former president's resident. When you could get eyes on what all excellency we need. Mayor Bro, the cherry could just go there and send for her rent. She's gonna go to the court.
Oh yeah.
But you carry armed men to go arrest her. Now need to talk about Masra Kimia because Kimia is a political leader, right? Supporting CDC. He didn't have that. So the one we're talking about now, you carry them. The judge were not there. You carry them to Marifel Central Prison before the day could come to you put them on fire. So meaning what for me the government when you arrest people, you put them in jail as or really was saying that means you are achieved, right? That's what we're talking about. So the civil community, if they are fair, they're gonna be standing with these people to justify that yes, we pay some of the rights too, and the record are there, and set the right, and set the right with the civil institution to destroy the document because when you go, they will take your name down. How much there you receiving, how much money you receiving, everything's there. Except they go there to go destroy it.
Okay.
So come on, man. Rest again. Access recurrency, you go for rest. Well, for the people you want to rest, ever say. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Monka. This person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You have a minute. Go ahead. Tell us the name and where you joining us from.
Yeah, I'm Mohamed Bai and I call from Red Line.
Go ahead, Ba.
You know, I admire your show and the discussion ongoing. But when it comes to, let's say, the arrest of those that have stolen from the country, I think I'm 100% in favor of Joseph Nima Bouaka, as you guys normally say.
Okay.
Look, let me tell you something. Whether you are to a former president's house, whether you are to the United States of America in the president's house, you should get arrested. Whether the people go there for you with even arming your hand, they're going to kill you. There were people arrested here in Tampa. The same way informed. Look, the only labor will get better for us, for everybody.
Morning. This person. Yeah,
Good
go ahead. Go ahead. You're alive.
Yeah, my name is Go
ahead.
People will blame President Bola because they say the what President Bola doing. You know, we are having the chance to do what President Bola doing. And I'm not sure where it starts from. 1980 or 2005. But if one not is that, he try to show the single though. All of political leaders that when they come into power, they will follow the roadmap.
Okay.
Don't.
All right. Yes, you follow the roadmap. Let's get this other person. Good morning.
Good morning, my son, Quentin.
Good morning.
Let me say hi to my son, Masare, my friend, dollar relation man. If they are there, we say good morning to them. They go to carry them too. And God and protect them for that we shall see one day.
Go ahead, man. Sisi, you are alive. Hello? Okay, let's go there. Get this other person. Good morning.
Good afternoon, Quentin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is my water people defender. I want to say good morning to my son Masale in the US there. You know, the only thing I want to tell my president this morning, because yesterday thing happened at 4, but I spoke about Dale yesterday. The people prepare for the CDC government. So the president got to stand because he last night on Spoon FM next week that the former first lady and the former vice president with other people, they will be arrested next week. So I'm calling the president, I'm calling George, and the George we had this morning, and hearing me. Let him try to put himself together because Unity Party government coming after is worth more a former vice president with other government officials. They were discussing it last night on Spoon.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's hold you there. This person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live.
Thank you. And thank you very much. For the record nations,
for the public. I'm Pocat Robert, and I join you this morning for our unknown destinations. Ponto, my dear brother Ponto, we have to be very smart, understand, and understandable of the theory and the tactics of the ruthless and reckless administration. Seriously speaking, thing is going out of hand, and Mr. Parker is not behaving like a president. We have to say a kafir to him that this country does not belong to Mr. Parker and his hooligans. Mr. Parker cannot cajole and say he's fighting corruption when he has corruption right in your basket. Nobody here now, look at the simple people in nobody here is stupid. You start from the head when you fight corruption. Nobody not say that we don't want our country to be on the red trajectory. But be very transparent and be holistic in fighting corruption. You have Marco Grisby that took our 500,000, $500,000, with no approval of anybody that have the authority to give him that particular mandate. Where Marco Grisby has facing any investigation. It's not even that. You have even Corina Clark. You have, let's go on. You have Franco Dennis that you said you were corrupt, and then you suspended her. Had you facing investigation? But you going after our people, and you telling me that you fighting corruption?
Okay, all right, thank you. Let's get this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, yeah, go ahead. Tell us the name and where you're joining us from.
Hello?
You are live, Chief.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Hello?
I think, let's get this other person. Hello? Yeah, go ahead. You are live.
Yeah.
You say your name? Yeah, Robert, go ahead. You need to talk louder.
I want to say something to wait on. Another wait on. There's something that somebody will start somewhere. It's just
Robert, I think you have to change your location and call back because I'm not really getting it clear. So I got more people talking here. 0772239933, 0886304497, or 0777980375. This person, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. Tell us the name where you're joining us from very quickly.
My name is Maudi Tari.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So you want to tell me because that they fighting corruption, they have to fight corruption, but early in the morning somebody in the bathroom, you walk to them, you walk in their living room, you walk in their room, they have to fight corruption. And the high supposed to be
okay, all right, man. I don't know, but anyway, thank you for making your point. Let's get this other person. Good morning. Okay, I think the person is not ready to focus. You call on the radio, then you just talking. Let's get this person. Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Konto?
Good morning. Your name, please.
Yeah, good morning. Mr. Konto,
What's the name?
Encourage and motivate people only.
Okay, let me hold you that. Say you want to motivate people, you want to call your name. Let me hold you that. I get the other person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my dear brother.
Good morning. Go ahead. Tell us the name and where you're joining us from.
Okay, I'm Pastor Emmanuel T. Cooper. I call from Bannersville precisely.
Pastor Cooper, go ahead.
Honestly speaking, my contribution will be balanced in the sense that we have come to a place that once do something that is not transparent, it creates a dark cloud over the investigation as a government. We can name more than 7 alleged government officials in this current government. Let's be honest. That have been broken corruption. And the Rosalie Chakoko Dennis, Ami Monda, Patrick Wosi, that's my greatest disappointment because we were a refugee in Ghana. That meant to refugee more than 1.1 million that they suspend him and still keeping him a brother. Let me say,
Yeah, Patrick Wosi.
if the Bible says,
Yeah, your brother Wosi.
huh?
Yeah, I said go ahead, Patrick Wosi.
Yeah, the Bible says, take the code from your own eye before you take the code from another man's eye. Let's agree that the yesterday government did not prosecute on corruption cases, but you came to do it. Balance it, because when other countries develop, we see how people go through corruption cases. Instead of a committee, like you have the LSC and the GSC, let it be broadcast. Even if you are written an indictment for someone, let the public know. Nobody know that you wrote indictment for Madame Bro and former first lady like Madame Sawyer wife. Okay, nobody know. So passing it down on the people. So it's like and then you carry a huge arm. It's wrong. What is sheriff on the court for? We are going to go proceeding. They send sheriff 2 times, 3 times before they come for you. And nobody heard that. They are even sent sheriff to them before they refuse. You can't do it in secret.
Okay.
Just as a president or in the press or in the paper.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's hold it. Get this other person. More people need to talk as well. Good morning. Very quickly. Say your name, please.
My name is Benuli Kamara from Tancho West Point, the Soan community.
Now, what's the issue? Go ahead.
My point on my mind, the thing that they comment to, it's not possible, it's not supposed to be there. Our people back comment, they know they are one so persecuted. They get people that in their comment, they are doing corruption. They are stealing. When they look, they say suspend that person. They will now alter that person. They get going to be our people. Talking there, they get another 15 people on. They will do and then to the person. If they not get money to support their comment, they should care about people and go far back. They pay the money they use on their government.
Thank you. Let's hold you there. This person, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was talking about, yes, I was saying that you can't say that the Baga is doing great by prosecuting some people.
No, but my man, you didn't get it clear. Did anyone talk about Wishon?
Yeah, I asked my question.
No, did anybody talk about Wishon? We are talking. People are speaking their mind. Don't go to what people say. Say what you want to say.
All right.
Yeah, say yours.
Okay. I commend the president 100%.
Okay, all right. You commend the president 100%. Let's hold you there. Get this other person.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Tell us the name and join us.
I call it of West Point, Olivia C.
Olivia, that whole radio they need a lawyer. You go far. Yeah, you call again, go far or leave the radio. This person, good morning.
Yeah, I'm it. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Eban Kamara and I call from George Street.
Abi, go ahead.
Yeah, with the issue of, let's say, Madam Mary Brown, I was arrested at the former president's house. I don't think it is any problem for me. If they go there and wait till they finish from the bank and then put on your clothes and take you at the police, I don't think there's anything. The way that we should pray for in Liberia that everything should be okay for us. Anyone that comes and steals from this country, they should get their own punishment.
No, listen, here is the issue, right? We are not saying that the arrest of Mirabro is something that we have problem with. The manner in which it was done, that's why we have problem. We have gotten credible report from one of the lawyers representing the accused that she was in a bathroom naked when those people went. And you should know that that was the home of a former president. And you know the age of the person. And we got a report that they even made her to go off. Do you think it would be good if that was done to a relative of yours, my brother? Is that why you are supporting that the state security? No, that's why you are supporting that the state security officer they were right to have done what they did.
I did a call, right? So let me learn.
Yeah, no, but I just want to. You read the checkpoint. I want to grab call your attention to what you just said.
Hey, you asking me, right? So should I answer a question or
go ahead?
Okay. I think what you are saying for me in my mind that would be wrong.
And that's what we are talking about.
You were in there. Let's assume that you were in there or I was in there. They, according to you, you said her counselor said it. So that is a one-side story. if people were there and how they recorded is something different.
Okay, all right. Okay, the point we are making is just something different. Let's get this person. Good morning.
But my brother, why you wasting your time on that?
Good morning. Go ahead, Chief. Go ahead. Leave the man. Go ahead.
The guys that crack-headed people, don't waste your time on them.
Listen, nobody bury her. My man, we
but my brother,
hello, Chief.
The guys, I understand you saying.
Chief.
Let me say hi to Sir Brother Aliu.
Chief, are you there?
Yeah, the guy is rebel.
Tell us the name and what you calling yourself.
Who destroy our country? Who make it
No. When you call here, go to the issue. Stop worrying after other people.
I've already put our man here, please. You can come here. You. That's what I want. I'll ask him, and cannot answer it. If that was happened to his relative, you know, these people they were just, you know, sometimes speak on these issues, you know, with sentiment. But pour that in your own shoe. We're talking that you say, oh, there's that. Let's get this other person right here from more people, take a few more calls and go back to our team. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, Doctor. Thank you. Doctor, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I come from Kupukono, down Coast Boyo, Western Community. Also, what happened yesterday, it is a very unfortunate situation. We are not living in a Janjaweed state. Liberia is a state that is governed by rules of law. So before you indict anybody, nobody is against the fight against corruption, but it must be done through the legal proceeding.
That's what we're talking about. Let's show you there. Get this other person. Good morning. Okay, Omar, we got you for. Let's get this other person. Yeah, let's get two more calls and go back to our
team.
Good
my
morning.
brother.
What's your name and where you calling from?
Good morning. Am I live?
Go ahead, Chief. You are live. Tell us the name and where you joining us from.
Yeah, this is the voice of Idrissa. I'm Idrissa Sobai. I join you from my brother residence. Yeah, my brother Stephen. You know, some Liberians, they are weak-headed. They allow the DM in Boakai to destroy them. Because the guys cannot rationalize a single thing. How will you be fighting corruption or retrieving asset recovery? The only hunting certain group of people. Yeah? Does that make sense?
Okay.
They're attacking certain group of people. No, saying this effect just for the UK.
Thank you. That's all you there. The last caller. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead very quickly. You are our very last caller. Go ahead. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, go ahead very quickly, Chief.
My name is Joseph. I'm calling from KSA this morning.
Go ahead. You are live.
I want to find out. We hear the people saying that they send people to go and arrest our mother, which is our former president wife. It is true.
Okay, that's just an allegation, and we will speak about that. It's just an allegation. But that's all you there. Anyway, I'm sorry, we are not taking any more call. I know there are a lot of you who would like to call to make your own contribution, but the work that we do here, we deal with time, and time is of essence, as my boss Sam Andrews always say. So let me now cross over to my team as we get their party comment and we close up. Yeah, so Mr. Reeves, very quickly, then we'll end up with Mr. Masale.
Thank you very much. I think people...
Mr. Reeves, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. You can hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you now.
Okay. Well, I want to say many thanks to the callers. I love what went on. People have diverse views on this matter. We are not saying that there should be no corruption fighting. We are saying the way in which the government is doing it, it appears that they've been biased, they've been very selective. In order for government to do this, but again, I was not expecting anything better from the Boakai administration because Mr. President does not know how to resolute problem, how to solve problem. If the person knows how to solve problem, then the approach will be different. In Liberia, Even government official, if somebody is accused of corruption, the first thing you call them, they are wanted for so and so things. You don't send them to the government maximum prison in the country. You don't send them there. Whether you for booking, that is not a place for booking. If we want to practice democracy, we should learn democracy and practice it very well.
Okay.
So what the government is doing, that is not the right approach. But we want for government to fight corruption and fight corruption across the board. Again, I said that President Boakai, he was vice president, he didn't have any power to investigate people that was in Ellie's administration. At the time, now that he's president, he will decide where to go, where to stop corruption. When the TRC thing was going on, they said they were not going to go beyond 1979. We're not going to go that route. We're going to take it from where the war started from, and they decided to do it that way. So this is what we are saying. Let the government do the right thing for the betterment of the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Masale. Very quickly, a minute, just close up.
Yes, Stevie, can you hear me?
Yeah, you are loud. You are loud and clear. Go ahead very quickly.
Okay.
Just
Thank you there, and thanks to all the colored and people in the comment section for taking their time to participate on the show. That's cool. Yes, all we do, we pray for our country, we pray for our government to succeed. Or President Boakai, we want you to fight corruption, but I'm only going to support you in fighting corruption when you are doing it holistically, not selectively. Until we can see the ends. Stephen. Okay, we'll talk that in the bye.
Okay.
So that's it. Salaam alaikum. Juma Mubarak to all Muslims around the world. Till we see you on Monday again here. God bless America. God bless Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The voices of my colleagues there from the United States of America, Solomon Baka Reeves, Mr. Aliyu Masale there. And I want to say thanks to every one of you who called to make your contribution on the show today. Also, those of you who follow us via our various social media platforms who were able to share the live videos and also invite other people as well. And also commented. So we say thanks to every one of you. I'm Stephen Compton. We'll be here Monday by the special grace of God. But coming up very shortly is the program King's Local Daddy with the lady Janet Pesima. Stay tuned and don't go away.
One more freedom fighter. One more freedom fighter.